Java methods. A method is a block of code which only runs when it is called. You can pass data into a method. Methods are used to perform certain actions and they are also known as functions. Why use methods? To reuse code. Define the code once and use it many times. Create a method. A method must be declared within a class. It's defined with the name of the method followed by the parentheses. Let's create a method. It's going to be public static void and the name my method, and it's going to print something. To call a method in Java, write the method's name followed by 2 parentheses and semicolon. In the main program I am calling, just writing its name, my method, and 2 parentheses semicolon. It's going to call and execute this method. A method can be called multiple times. Java method parameters. Parameters and arguments. Information can be passed to methods as parameter. Parameters act as variables inside the methods. Parameters are specified after the method name inside the parentheses. You can add as many parameters as you want, just separate them with a comma. Let's send a name to the method when it's called. So I'm writing a name here. And the name will be taken as parameter. We need to write the received data type, that is string. Let's call it fname. And here let's write hello fname. When the method is called, we pass along a first name, which is used inside the method. When a parameter is passed to the method, it's called arguments. So from the example, fname is a parameter, while ns, ilin, selin are arguments. You can have as many parameters as you like. Let's send also age here. Age, it's an integer number. That's right. I write here integer age, and let's add here also the age. When you are working with multiple parameters, the method call must have the same number of arguments as there are the parameters, and the arguments must be passed in the same order. So ns, for example, first name, and 23, that is age, in the same order. Return values. The void keyword used in these examples indicates that the method should not return a value. If you want the method to return a value, you can use a primitive data type such as int, char, and etc. instead of void and use the return keyword inside the method. Let's send a number and let's print out that one. We are just sending a number. Let's call it x, and this function is going to return that value. Let's make it x times x, so it's going to return the square of the x. And this return value, data type, will be also integer. That's why instead of void, we need to write int. You can also store the result in a variable. For example, here, results. Let's send 2 numbers. And we are taking the second one as y. And it's going to return x plus y, the sum of the numbers. Method overloading. With method overloading, multiple methods can have the same name with different parameters. Instead of defining 2 methods that should do the same thing, it's better to overload one. So here we have integer numbers. For the double numbers, let's create a new function which is going to have the same name, but its type will be double and the data types also will be double. We can use the same name. Multiple methods can have the same name as long as the number and or the type of the parameters are different.